Welcome back, folks, to another one of my videos on my 2003 Mercedes SL500. This is a daily driver. I mentioned that to you guys before. I put quite a few miles on the car, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 36,000 miles a year. Quite a bit of driving. And I'm in Florida, pretty much the Central Florida, Orlando area. And we got some cold temperature. Now this has been more like a summer car, but we got some cold temperatures the other day, and guess what? I had probably like 3 lights to come on when I went back after my 8-hour shift, and the car had been sitting up for a while. My ABC light was on, my ESP light was on, and today, as you can see, I got an SBS light on. I stopped to put air in the tire, and I moved the seat back, and guess what? Got the light on. And so that SBS light has a lot to do with the passenger seat. I moved that seat back. I think it was some trash on the track, so it could have possibly got one of the sensors unplugged and knocked off. It may not necessarily be working correctly, but I was somewhat afraid to drive it. I do have a scanner. I can plug my Alltel scanner into it to find out a bit more, but it doesn't have anything to do with the drivability. Right now I'm on the 528. It's the interstate highway, if you will, that runs from Walt Disney, the attractions in that area, to the Space Coast. And there's probably like 2 toll roads that you have to go through to get to it. Now the reason why I'm going slow right now is it's got some construction going on this road. I was here the other day. There was no construction on the road, but it is today. So I just wanted to get you guys a video, talk to you about the daily driving. Another good tip, make sure your air in your tire is adequate. I had 4 nails in one tire, and thank God it's a fairly new tire, and they were able to plug it with 4 different patch, if you will, or whatever. But it seems like the tire may have a slow leak in it, and so I do notice sometimes when I'm driving and I get my speed up, that tire feels like it's a little rumbling. And I didn't know where it was coming from, whether it was a fuel injector, this and that, but now I'm saying that I believe that it was in the tire. Now I'm gonna go ahead on and get my speed up a little bit. I just kind of went through that area. You know, the car runs pretty good. It's a smooth driving car. It's a heavy car. It runs pretty good. I've done some modification to it. Now, I didn't floor it. I just accelerate it so I can get on out of the traffic. But if this is going to be a daily driver for you, the car only gets about 20 miles to the gallon. I know that the book said 22. I don't think I ever got over 20, maybe 21 once, but I never got 22 or nothing like that above it. So you really got to consider that. It's premium only. I spend, $75 or so, $60, $75, depends on the, right now the gas is under $4 a gallon. I want to say it's about $3.60 right now for premium. Last week it was over $4, like $4.30. So I'm spending anywhere from like $60 to about $75, looking like every 4 days. That's crazy, right? I'm just thinking I pan up and show you the highway. Now, it's nothing that I'm doing that shouldn't be freaking out, guys, because I'm holding the steering wheel one hand, and I'm holding now I'm coming into a dark area, so I'm gonna go ahead on and just drive just a little longer with that. As you see, one of the signs is coming up, and then I'll drop it back down. 24 miles from 95, and okay, hope you saw that. I'm gonna go back down. You can see that SRS light is still on, and it's not going off anytime soon. So I'm gonna have to take my device and find out which one of those things is giving me a problem, whether it's the seat belt or it could be the actual seat itself that came loose. But the only thing I did is stop and I backed the seat up and I took some trash off the track. And I think when it was backing up, it was making a little noise. So could be something minor, maybe one of the, like I say, switch or the plugs probably came loose. So hopefully that'll get that taken care of. I'm gonna just go down just a little bit further here. I don't want the video to be too long, but I'm gonna get on over here, get past this car, and get on down the highway a little piece. I want to make sure I'm building that battery up. Okay, folks, I have to kind of watch my speed right in this area. The highway got pretty dark real fast. But anyway, guys, 2003 Mercedes SL, 36,000 a year. It's got about 220,000 miles. It's a solid running car. That wasn't like blowing it. I just accelerated a little bit, got it on up to the speed, but I'm just dropping it back down to a comfortable speed right now, around about, looks like 85, 90, somewhere in that neighborhood. Hey guys, I'm Reggie Reg. I got to get that taken care of. Once I get that resolved, I wanted to show you that. Okay, you guys see how the ABC light come on? A lot of that is fluid, but I know that I also have a leak as well. That's a very, very common thing for these cars, that the ABC hydraulic fluid goes out. I recommend if you're getting like an older car like this, just to keep you a bottle of that hydraulic fluid. I think it's the CH1. It's about $36 a can. I also recommend keeping some of the brake fluid that's in there as well. Brake fluid is probably, I don't know, 10 bucks a bottle. And I also recommend, just all of the fluids, like your antifreeze. I got antifreeze in the back. I make sure I take care of the oil change on a regular basis. And I use the Mobile One synthetic, fully synthetic. And again, the ABS, the hydraulic, is in the green can. I use the Prestone, the yellow can for my brakes. I use my the antifreeze, and I think that's it. So just make sure you got fluid, because if you get error message like it says pull over, warning, stop, you can at least find out if it's the brakes or if it's the ABC or whatever the case may be. If you top it off with fluid, that would at least get you home safely. Hey guys, I'm out of here. I'm Reggie Reg, and I'll get back with you guys. We're out.